so much information, and yet I feel like I know nothing. Hello! Welcome back! Oh, this is bad already. Hi! Say hi, Shiki. Oh, she left. It has been a year since I filmed something regarding school and on this channel. I really haven't tried, to be honest. I feel like school has taken up so much of my time and my emotional and physical energy that I just haven't really had time for anything else. So here I am. Honestly, I'm finding it very hard to even film this just because it's been so long and I don't really know, I guess, like how to really capture everything that's actually freaking going on, you know what I mean? Like, actually you don't know what I mean, that's the problem. It's been so long, I'm so sorry in advance, but I want to do the traditional start of term video because I like to watch my previous terms and see how I've changed, whether for the good or for the bad. But I also love to see where like I am emotionally too in that moment. It's just nice memories because every doctor that I've spoken to, they're always like reminiscing on vet school and they're like, oh, how I would love to go back, or oh, I miss vet school, or oh, appreciate it now before you're out. And I'm like, I could see that with my friends and the fun memories we make, but vet school itself is so difficult and I'm so excited to be done with it soon. Videos like this, honestly, I feel like are going to be my core memories when looking back at these moments and appreciating how far I've come, what I've suffered through, and just acknowledging that like I freaking did it and I am doing it and I can really do anything. I feel like if you can do vet school, you can quite literally do anything, and that's how I feel, and I'm so proud of myself. Anyway, done with the mushiness. This is term 5. I have one more term to go. This is my last fall term in Grenada. I feel like I was just a little baby term 1 last week. So this term is so flippin' exciting because I am doing surgeries. And I'm not gonna lie to you, today is not my first day. I'm in week like, I think I've been here for a month already. Maybe longer. Again, very chaotic. It's very hard to sit down and film, let me tell you. But this week is when I am lead surgeon, so I figured what better time to start my term 5 welcome vlog than with the week that I am lead surgeon. I know I'm very much so capable of doing this, but there's moments where I'm like, how are you trusting me to hold a blade right now? You want me to take that scalpel? Are you sure? I am so excited. Tonight we are going to see what dog we have been assigned, who my first little patient's going to be, and we're gonna do a physical exam, get some base paperwork done, their history, see what type of drugs and what type of surgery style we're gonna approach with these dogs, because I don't know how it is for other schools. I'm sure they give them quote-unquote rather healthy dogs, but here on the island there's a lot of animals that are not vaccinated, have not really been taken care of. Some are still strays, some are owned, but they're also pretty exposed to disease out there, especially like tick-borne disease, Ehrlichia, Anaplasma. Some of them are positives. We've even had a positive heartworm dog too that some of my classmates have done surgery on. So they're not all completely healthy dogs. Like there is some risk to the surgery, so that's always stressful. But we do have a lot of we do have our professors with us, so we're not alone. There's always guidance, and honestly, our group that we're paired with for surgeries have become our like emotional support buddies, because we are trauma bonding for reals, you know, like we're going through it. And yeah, so far I've already done the position of scrub nurse, assistant surgeon. I've shadowed for anesthesia just because I wasn't able to, like we just didn't have enough surgery rounds for me to fill that spot. There's 4 people in the group and there was only 3 surgeries so far. So I've only shadowed that one, so that I've done it in clinics. I feel comfortable doing it. It's more so just doing it the way that SGU wants to grade us so that I can get a decent grade. And then tomorrow I'm going to be lead surgeon. So this is very exciting. This is also our last castration. And then next week we have midterms. And the following week we go right into our spays. And our spays are what they're gonna be grading us the most. So our spays actually count for our grade. Our castrations have just been like practice in a way. Like, yeah, we're doing it and we have to do it well, but the feedback they give us is more of prepping us to be ready for our spays when that feedback actually matters and those points actually matter. So that's fun and stressful. I know I've made it this far, and in my head there's a part of me that's like, oh my god, you've made it this far, that like you're basically done. Like, we already sent out our clinical schools, like you're good. And then there's another part of me that's like, oh, and they keep reminding me like, oh, if you fail this anesthesia, you got to get held back. And I'm like, can I do it? No, but that's just the normal fears that I guess go on in a normal vet school's head. Vet school, oh my god, vet student's head. Yeah, so poo brain is still a thing. And I guess since I briefly touched on clinical school, yeah, I sent my clinical school option out already and I haven't heard back, so that's a good thing in the sense of my order of ranking of schools has been acceptable. So and one of my friends already heard back from my school saying, okay, we picked your first choice, or send them out, like, prepare for this. So that's good news in the sense of I think we're hearing back soon. And I'm not gonna say anything just yet. I'll make a separate video for it, but I'm so excited and I hope I get my first or my second option. I don't care, either or are both super amazing schools, and honestly the ranking was so, like, they were both at #1. I had to do a pros and cons list, and only by like one bullet point did the other one take first. But regardless, I know I will end up wherever I have to be and where I'm meant to be, and they're all fantastic schools. So I'm just super excited to be back home in the States soon, and I can't wait to enjoy next year's fall in appropriate fall weather and not have to be sweating as much as I am, because my god, it's brutal here. This term has been really freaking hot. I mean, I know I say that all the time, but it's hot, like hot. I'm gonna get ready for class. I'll try to film as much as I can. It's gonna be very difficult. I'm gonna try my very hardest not to have this be just too much of this face talking, because I know not everyone wants to see that. So I will see you when I can see you. Okay, bye. First class done, feel like death. Do you want to be in it? Yeah, I'm still friends with her.
Anyone tell me? Yeah, that's what I was looking
Deb, do you want to be in my video? Oh, wait, your cup's in the way. Sorry, Jess.
Yeah, your hair's really cute.
You should maybe.
Oh, it's a video.
Yes, you should be.
You didn't realize that? No.
I am losing my mental state. Oh. Hey, blue. It's all. It's the night before surgery and I am just mentally prepping, just going over the plan on how to perform the surgery. I am going to be lead surgeon tomorrow, and I know in my previous clip from this morning I mentioned that I'll be splitting it with my teammate. So that's not happening. I'm actually doing the whole thing, which I'm super excited about. I'm a titch nervous. I was already nervous to begin with. But it's not the nerves of I don't think I can do it. It's just something new, you know, like this is happening. So anyway, we met our boy tonight. He is super cute. His name's Ruffles. He is not my ideal candidate in the sense of health. So he is heartworm positive, Ehrlichia positive, and anaplasma positive. He has a body condition score of 1 out of 5. He is skinny mini, but he is a large dog, a larger dog for the pot hound. He's, I think, 12 kilograms. I'm trying to think. Oh, so because of all his concerns with his blood work, like his, can you tell I'm tired? Because he's positive for all the tick-borne diseases, and heartworm, we are doing I am doing a closed castration for both testicles. Typically they would want us to practice for open and closed, but because he is now more susceptible to bleeding because it affects platelet function and just ability to clot, we are going to do the closed oh my god, I'm gonna do the closed castration approach to ideally reduce any potential bleeders. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna just watch my prep videos just to make sure, you know, because my anxiety is telling me to look at all these things 5,000 times, even though I know exactly what to do, but can't hurt to watch it again. I'm gonna have a cup of tea. I'm gonna try to unwind and get some sleep because clearly I need it. I am delulu right now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. So crazy. It's gonna be a really long day. Probably won't even speak. I'll probably just snap photos wherever I can, and if I don't, I'll just do a voiceover or I'll chit chat after explaining how everything went. Yeah, for now that's enough. I'll talk to you tomorrow when hopefully I have more of a brain and less poo brain than right now. Okay. See you tomorrow for surgery.
I'm gonna start just as a reminder of you guys that you can do hand ties.
Today's the day. Okay, so I have 5 minutes until I have to leave. Today's a fucking day. Excuse me for cursing, but I think it's warranted because I've waited my whole freaking life to be doing this shit, and now I'm doing it. So excited. I was right though. I know. I mean, I was nervous when I woke up, but I am feeling super excited. And I don't know about you guys, but hold on. I'll hold you this way. I don't know about you, but I have my own like mental prep songs, and this morning my first one was Vienna by Billy Joel, just to kind of like settle me in and kind of remind me that I got this shit. And then the walk to the bus is gonna be Eminem all the freaking way, man. He pumps me up. I am envisioning myself as the surgery Slim Shady. Okay, that's me. That's my prep. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go. See you guys later.
Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
I created a monster, cause nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want Shady, I'm top level. Well, if you want Shady, this is what I'll give you.
Ey, mich liebe. We did it. Well, not Ari. He didn't have surgery. So I'm recording this in the future, much later than when I filmed this video. let's just say midterms, and the space got very distracting. This is probably my first week of feeling like a human being again and having some free time. So here we are. Let me catch you up on what happened that day for my first surgery. So actually watching this back and editing it made me feel so happy and kind of brought joy back to this whole thing because surprise, I'm kind of over it now that I've done it several times, and it's very draining. But I was so young back then and so excited, and I loved watching myself get so excited for this. Still so exciting, don't get me wrong, but anyway, okay. That day went fantastic. It was amazing. My patient did great under anesthesia. My team, phenomenal. Love my group. I got so lucky. And hate to pat myself on the back, but I think I did phenomenal. I did get my grade back. They are very quick with grading, so we, again, get our feedback and can prepare and adjust accordingly for our next surgery, because we basically have surgeries every week. But I did really well. I even did a whole surgery report like an adult doctor. I did a surgery report. That was so fun. Got a great grade on it. Day of surgery, just to get the timeline a little bit more clear for you guys. Woke up super early, had to be in the OR or be in the prep room by 7:30. Get everything situated, gives anesthesia time to set up for drugs, sedate the animal, give us, the rest of the team, time to prep the table and get everything ready. Intubating the patient, yada, yada. Then by 8 o'clock, for the most part, we're in the OR. Everyone's getting hooked up, everyone's starting their procedures. And basically takes from 8 a.m. till 11-ish. Sometimes even pushing it to 12:30. I got out 11:30, not too bad, to finish the entire procedure, wake up the patient, do a post-operative exam to make sure they're recovering okay. And then after that, we're supposed to go to class for our 1:30, because our class schedule is 1:30 to 4:30. Then after class at 5:30 and no later, so that people don't skip class, we have to go back to the surgery suite to check on our patient and do a PM post-op physical exam to make sure still that they're okay and alive and doing well. Mainly we're looking for pain response, so if they need any more pain medication, any swelling, heat, pain on the incision, anything opening up, because we obviously don't want that. And then we take out the IV catheter, we put a cone on, well, they already have a cone on them, but we make sure that's still on them and prep them for just being okay overnight. And then the next morning, again, bright and early, get there by, honestly, we can get there as early as we want. So usually around like 7:30-ish I get there to do a discharge next day physical exam, sort paperwork, and then all our stuff for that surgery, all our pre, post, during, every type of physical exam, all the paperwork, every conclusion we came to for that specific patient has to be due by 8:15 that next morning. So everything's pure chaos every time we're in there. It's usually pretty loud because there's at least one dog that's screaming no matter what, just doesn't like interactions or just being there. But yeah, we got everything done. Everything's great. Takes a lot of energy, but usually by that last day, that discharge day in the morning, I am dead to the world. It takes everything out of me to roll out of bed, show up, feed the dog, walk the dog, and be like, okay, bye, thanks, nice knowing you. I feel so bad for my group members. Usually that's the day where I'm like the most quiet. I show up, I'm like, just tell me what to do, whatever. No, but we did good. We discharged Ruffles, and yeah, that moment's gonna be forever engraved in my mind. Like, I can't believe I freaking did that. It was phenomenal. It was absolutely phenomenal. Oh, and let me show you some pictures I took. Like the identity of our patient. You know his name, but you don't know his face, so I'm gonna keep that a mystery because, you know, confidentiality. I don't know what I'm doing. But this is a photo of me warming up the patient post-op. The only, I guess, problem we had post-op once he woke up from surgery is that he was a little cold, so we had to sit in the heat of Grenada to warm him up. Usually, like, clinics use bear huggers, which is just like a heated blanket. We have the Caribbean sun, so our way that our instructors tell us to warm up our dogs is to sit outside in the sun with them. Then, oh, and then there's another photo of my incision. I had to show that off. I immediately sent it to all my friends. I said, look what I did. I got so many perks or comments on how good my sub-Q looked. It is a little bit red, but again, it literally just happened, so it's bound to be a little red. Healed fantastic. I called the owners, surgery was on Thursday. I did callbacks on Monday, and they did not answer. Oh, I'm assuming he's okay. So that is basically everything for my first ever surgery and first castration. It was fantastic. Anyway, thanks for watching. So sorry that this video took so long to post, but hey, I made it, I did it, and I'm so proud of it. So, and congrats and good luck to any other vet students going through this. I would love to know what your experience is like, because it's a lot. If you're in it, you get it, you know, but okay. Anyway, see you in the next video, and deuces.